breath. Chill, bring them cameras out. Guy got them books ready. Mega thinking mega. FOB, yeah, we coming different. Like, comment, subscribe with the vision on a mission. You should come and listen. Type of vibe that you missing. Somebody bound to listen, so I hope you pay attention. I'm the purple do-rag. We just speaking on the realness. We just speaking on the realness. I'm the purple do-rag. We just speaking on the realness. Chill, bring them cameras out. Guy got them books ready. Mega thinking mega. FOB, yeah, we coming different. Like, comment, subscribe with the vision on a mission. You should come and listen. Type of vibe that you missing. Somebody bound to listen, so I hope you pay attention. I'm the purple do-rag. We just speaking on the realness. We just speaking on the realness. I'm the purple. We just speaking on the realness. I'm the purple do-rag. We just speaking on the realness. Welcome back to another episode 21. The lab theory. We got a special one tonight. We're gonna talk about some things, make you think and all the other shit. So, Guy Wit Da Books, what you got going on, big dog? How you doing tonight?
What's going on? What's going on, hey, everybody? Let's late for breakfast, episode 11, lab theory. I'm the Guy Wit Da Books. We got Purple Do-Rag over here. How's it going?
Man, you already know, man. This, another episode. This 1E1, episode 1E1. Why isn't it 1E1? It's 22, it's 33. Why isn't it 1E1?
It could be 1E1. A lot of things is about to change. We can make it change how we choose to.
Yo, yeah, that is definitely offended. Where my brother at, man? Hey, let's all pray together. We got Mega Pop in here tonight. Matter of fact, yup. Hey, we got a new little spot you can watch us from. If you're watching on Facebook and you want to go to YouTube and watch, you can go to RNB JEFE. That's R&B Hefe. That's RNB space JEFE on YouTube. We live on there right now. We live on Facebook right now. You can go to Ferdinand Bays, Thomas Bays, Facebook. We live up there too. And we live right here wherever you're watching us from. And we appreciate y'all. Episode 11, late for breakfast, the lab theory.
I like things like lab theory. Science is definitely one of my topics. So I think that on this episode we definitely got to apply it to a couple of things. We got some theories that we got to talk about, right? And I think one of our main ones is about this Earth, whether it's a sphere or whether it's flat.
We was talking about it, and I'm already on the fence for it. Like my theory, my theory on it is the lab theory is I think that God is like the ultimate being, whatever you want to call it, Allah. I believe that I think we like microorganisms. I think we like, for real, they think we made of million cells, but we one cell organism. And that big light in the sky, what was the name of that thing again? A stethoscope? The stethoscope, right?
Yes, stethoscope.
And we on the pewter glass. I said it right? I've been
the
petri glass, the petri dish. Yeah, I've been doing some studying for y'all a little bit. I got it fucked up, but players fuck up. But listen, so on the petri dish, That's us. And like when you look at germs and shit, you see the motherfucker out there. Like say you looking at cancer booming. He moving around. He shaking and moving. That's a drug dealer. That's a nigga moving around. He's shaking and moving. Then you see any other type of diseases. Those like the hustlers and shit. And then you see that everybody else just doing, moving around, eating, living their life. Those are the motherfuckers like us. I think that we're a part. Like we are a bigger parasite that's under a stethoscope on a petri dish. That's my theory. That's why tonight episode we think like lab theory. So in my theory, we're on a flat dish, on a petri dish. We're not on a bowl, we're on the dish, so we're flat. You know, I used to be like, yo, I believe that the earth is round because the balls of my finger have a curve. The balls of my feet, my wrist, my elbows, my nose, my eyes, my body has a curvature to it, to which I have some type of circular to my system. And that's because your chi, and I believe this, your chi and all this other shit is doing like this to keep your body in this type of form or wherever you are. Well, anyways, that's my theory on that lab theory. I believe we're on a pewter grass, right? Petri dish, and I believe that bright light you see in the sky is us up under a daytime microscope or a bright light, and they're spraying water on us, and they're putting us up under heat, and they're putting us they're it's like, you know, motherfuckers that create ant farms and or environments and cages. They'll put a predator in there with the motherfuckers that made life there for a year. They got a guy on Instagram that actually does that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, me personally, I believe that's what type of vibe that life is. You know what I'm saying? We're just one cell organ. We're amoebas looking up at the bright light during the day, and then when they get off of work, they're putting us in the little, what's the thing that spin around? You put the petri dishes in there, and you spin around. I think that's what it is.
Microscope lenses.
Nah, I'm talking you know, when they put the preserve the DNA and all that, they put it in the little spinning shit.
Yeah.
That's why we see stars, because the fucking light that's outside of the shit is casting, but we're moving so fast that even if you're moving fast, you know, if it's going this way, it'll look like it's going this way when it's going to a certain speed, and it'll look like it stop at one point once you get to a certain speed. So I believe that we're going at a certain speed so fast that shit just look like it's standing still or moving this slow, but our minds just can't wrap around that shit. But that's just my theory. I might be having a whole foot in my mouth, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I appreciate that theory, you know, and I think it's pretty strong, you know, for a theory. I look at a few different things, you know, because like for me, I'm looking at the Earth as spherical. I'm looking at all stars and all other planets as spherical. And then I'm looking at a couple of things, right? So I'm looking at the golden ratio that some people may call the Fibonacci sequence. I'm looking at, and I like to call that God's motion, right? God's not it's God's spiral, right? Or God's what's the other word for it? So you got God's spiral. It'll come back to me. God's vortex, right? That's God's vortex of movement, the golden ratio. And then we've got the zodiac, right? So the zodiac, or some people call it astrology, this is a very effective science. And it's built upon a sphere. It's built upon a circle, right? And it's extremely effective, so I wonder about those when I think about the Earth possibly being flat. And right now I've got to keep looking at it to see what it is. On the flip side, what I notice is, well, what I think about the flat Earth theory is this. All right, I think that the Earth is much larger than what we've been told. And so for me, I don't think that the Earth is actually flat, but I do think that the portion of the Earth that we have come to know, it may be such a small amount of Earth that it could be considered flat, right? So this is my theory, and I got a lot of work to do to to find the truth on that in that space. But yeah, so
Again, like when we was talking about it, when we was going over the notes before we got up here, you had brought that up, and I kind of agree with that a lot because the Germans, they're a whole lot more advanced than most of the world was at this time, and they have an actual map that they made off of the moon because they saw the other side of the moon. It's videos out there that when you go to Antarctica, the moon supposedly looks different. I've never been there. They could be throwing shit in my face and I just can't smell it. But it makes sense because they said, before I get to where I'm going, they said that the moon's reflection, like the dark side on the moon, is actually the reflection of our land mass. And people done messed it up and all that. So what I was saying about the Germans or the Russians, whatever you want to call them, they went down there and made a map back in the day, and it's supposedly extra land back there. And they've been talking about this shit. I remember the maps when we were younger. It was like anywhere that they have a content, a table of content at the bottom of some shit, which let you know what's what. They'll have a tiger. This is a mountain. Or this is a city. Shit like that on the bottom. And then you'll have Africa, and they have giraffes and, elephants and rhinos. And then they'll have over here, they'll have mountain lions and bobcats and shit like that, just for example. And then around the outer edge of our circle, our little piece of the world, they got ice, ice mountains, and they had like, I remember one that had like a little dragon and shit on it. So I really believe that shit, like this, the world is way bigger than what that you can like. Anybody that ever been in a plane, anybody that ever drove through a mountain, anybody that ever drove on I-95 and looked over to New York City, or you've been up there to Chicago and you driving in, I forget the highway in Chicago, I've been up there 100 times, but you driving into Chicago and you see this big, massive city, this shit is breathtaking. And it makes you wonder, how big is this motherfucking planet that we live in, that this big ass plane can go in the air and that's so huge to you, when you on your feet, you look down, it's like nothing at 25,000 feet in the air. And then you got to think about it. Some of these mountains are 30,000 feet in the air. How big is this motherfucker? Then you got to understand, it's a hollow earth. It's literally a hollow earth. You can see the motherfucking white boys crawling them hollow earths all over the internet. So how big is this place? Like, so I believe that if this motherfucker flat, like bro said, it's flat on a plateau of just where we can go, but it can definitely be an outer edge, because nobody is allowed past a certain point. They tell you it's too dangerous to go north, and you'll die, you'll get killed or get locked up if you go further south. I believe something, but my brain wants me to go into and say that we're just a lab experiment and we just happen to have a lifespan. Oh yeah, we got sound on that?
it's not a video, it's a picture. So for whatever reason, it's showing this weird color. But this is hanging on the United Nations wall, everybody out there. Hopefully y'all can see it properly now because it was looking funky. Is it easy to see, Purple Durag?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It looked
And
like
see,
there's a break in that ice wall, like the dude was saying.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I wanted to show everybody this, but let's go ahead to the next one. So
But
we
look
got
at the sun hours. It's 12 hours, and it only stays in this realm basically. Remember, I was telling you that the sun was doing this.
yes. Yeah, that's the natural movement of the sun.
Yeah. So what if we like I was saying the other night, like I don't know, man. Fuck it.
We'll pull
I want to know. I want to see the niggas that live out there. Fuck the niggas. I want to see what they women look like. Like shit, y'all been holding out. Y'all been sneaking up in here and fucking our bitches.
Does that joint look like red and pink to you?
Hold up, let me pull it up. I'll make it big. Which one?
The picture on the screen. Does it look like? Does it look colorful?
It look colorful.
Does it look like pink?
I see green, yellow, white, blue.
Okay. Word. All right. Cool. Yeah. So this is another map that I saw, and figured I it was kind of interesting when I saw it because it kind of fit my theory of that we're the part of the earth that we're on is just one small part of the earth, and there's much more to it. So it's hard to say. That's the thing about this, right? It's really hard to say what the actual truth is because we're, like you said, we're not able to go past certain boundary lines, when it comes down to going to Antarctica. Then on top of that, most people's finances is not even close to a place where they could put themselves in a position to navigate this world, and just go out and just explore. Most people are so busy focusing on paying bills that, just really exploring is not an option in an entire lifetime.
Then you just got people like me that it don't matter. Like, I would have been just like, I'm comfortable being home. Excuse me. I'm comfortable being home. And where do I call home? Virginia. Hampton, Virginia, in the United States of America. I consider myself an American. I've never had nobody try to give me no game to anywhere else except for I remember Marcus Garvey. They say he had the little train to go over there, and now what's my man name, man? First name B, last name F. What's my name? Fossil. You know what I'm talking about?
You said first name what? What?
First name B, last name like Fusa or Fossil. The black guy out there, where he at, in Ghana. He telling everybody, come on, man. Y'all niggas come on here, man. You ain't got to sign no paperwork, man. You can just come become a citizen. You know what I'm saying? The same guy that kicked everybody. I know he in South America. He kicked all the white people out, kicked all the businesses out. Was like, nah. He got rid of the wigs.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, man? My bad, man.
Nigga time. That's why we say I'm on nigga time.
Late for breakfast for real.
Oh, so hey, this ain't no job. This is a lifestyle, baby.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you made it.
This episode 11, right?
Yes, sir.
Episode 11. Yep. The lab theory.
All right.
I had to take my shirt off so the women could come in this motherfucker. You was missing, bro. I said, man, I'm gonna have my shirt on tonight. Mega ain't, sent me the voicemail. He said, nigga, stop calling me. I'm gonna be there.
Nah, I ain't even see the call. I was cooking, man. I was cooking. Because matter of fact, when I looked at the phone, I saw it was like it said call to 801, and it was 801 when I looked. So I thought you might have just called and hung up or something. Called by mistake. I ain't even. So I had just finished cooking this shit.
That shit was buzz. I was like, I know he got down doing the wooties. You know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it. He gonna come in. He gonna jump that motherfucker sooner or later.
Yeah, I just shared it to my channel and shit to see if my people come on board and shit.
So again, you can catch this on Ferdinand Thomas Bay's page, Joseph Green's page. You can catch this on Mega Bill's page. You can catch this on Think Mega TV on YouTube. You can catch this on RNB Hefe, JEFE on YouTube. What else you got it on, Big Dog? Books? What you got it on?
It's on CBTCO YouTube. It's on May 7 Pro YouTube. It's on LinkedIn. You're on FHTII Facebook. Yeah, we on about 11 channels right now live all at the same time, simulcast.
We live outside. Tap in. We on Late for Breakfast, episode 11 or 1E1, however you want to call it, the lab theory. We kind of already talked about what we discussed about my theory already to catch you up on speed. Right. And Books was just talking about what he was talking about the scientific, and we brought up the map. I don't know if he was tuning in or taking care of family duties.
I'm just getting in right now.
All right, so okay, all right. So let me get you up in this motherfucker then. He pull up the map. That's kind of like the map I was talking about that the Russians created during the war. You know what I'm saying? That it's extra land out there, but we just it's only like Book said, it's only flat where we live at because we're only limited to where we can go. And this limited space that we can go as being these microorganisms, these parasites, we can go but so far, and we're being controlled. So,
and if that's true, we still live in a lie. So it really don't even change the flat Earth argument because again, like I say, the flat Earth argument for real, the real basis of it is it makes it like God don't exist. It makes it like there is no God. Everything just happened. Nothing was created. Everything just something hit something else, boom. And then, so even if we were on a flat portion of a spherical Earth, but they telling us that the globe and all the continents is here, there, and ever, it really don't change shit for real. Even with that, even looking at it from that perspective.
So, Mega, what's your theory on the Earth being round or flat?
For real, man, a lot of it is really just a lot of things they say. If your science contradicts your science, then what I'm supposed to think? That's my main thing. So, again, a lot of times when people talk about flat Earth, sphere Earth, they make it like they say, you can't prove the flat Earth. But to that same person who could say that to me, you can't prove the spherical Earth because none of us ain't been up out of here. I don't care. You can believe an astronaut. You can believe what you see on TV. But I even had to ask
what up, Chris?
I even had to ask ChatGPT this one time. I was like, because when people say that the sun is 93 million miles away and the Earth is this much circumference, I ask, it's a difference between a fact and a belief. Most people have made their beliefs that are dear to them their facts. But in actuality, bro, this is what I asked ChatGPT. If somebody measured something, but I didn't measure it myself, I'm just believing what they said, is that a belief or a fact for me? And even ChatGPT had to say, for you, it's not a fact because you didn't do your own independent research. So when we take all these numbers and this is this far away and this, who been there? Who been to the sun with the tape measure? Who did it? Or if you want to say they use laser to measure, was it your laser? Did you do it? If you didn't, then you can't tell me shit. So I feel like neither has been proven. Beliefs just have been accepted.
And when you speak on it like that, I look at it like, is this another way to create division? Like
everything is to create division.
You heard? Mega chat popping, Beverly in the building.
What up,
Shout
Beverly?
out to Bev, day one. I'm talking about.
Yeah, Beverly, yo,
day
she the
one.
illest, yo.
Shout out to Bev.
She the illest,
Shout out
yo.
to Bev, man. Shout out to Bev. Hold on.
Hey, Milak, what we want to know what your theory is on the Earth being flat or the Earth being round. So Milak, go ahead, throw it up in the comments. Let's hear about it.
Yeah,
because nothing that
throw that shit down there.
Nothing that none of us are saying, because we had this conversation. Milak, I'm just shouting you out and shit too. Amongst us, you know, my brother Guy Wit Da Books got his beliefs and what the foundation of his beliefs, what makes him feel that. And like, I'm not saying it's one or the other. I'm saying neither has been proven. Like, right. we can believe the science book. We can believe Neil deGrasse Tyson. We can believe whoever we want to believe. All I'm saying is that's a belief. It ain't a fact.
You can't forget my new theory. Cause
my
guy with the books gonna help me illustrate it, and we're gonna get it doctored, and we're gonna get a Nobel Peace Prize off of it.
Your theory is fire. The last thing, that's fire, because I mean that there's a, you know, that theory. It ain't like we could be like, nah, that shit sound crazy. Nah, because look, even if, like you said, you got the microcosm, the macrocosm, even if it ain't like how you put, like you straight up saying it, a straight up petri dish, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody with the magnifying glass over it, checking us. But nah, if you look at the way we're controlled, my nigga, let's keep it real. If most of it, like, you know, Guy Wit Da Books, he's living it. But if most of us could, we would raise our own kids. But we gotta work to take care of our kids, to be able to provide, to take care of our kids. So that takes time away from our kids. We got somebody else instilling things in our own children's brain that we don't control.
For
so
8 hours a day.
So like that already shows you how we be in control, even on that aspect. Like, you know, and like you said, the borders. Like, you know, I always said, if America's a free country, why I can't go wherever the fuck I want to go? Why I need a pass? If you got to give me a paper for me to go somewhere, I ain't free.
That's real.
It's walking papers.
Milak, it ain't really about so much about
if Milak really want to talk about it,
because like you say, our life still got to be the same. We still got to go to work. We still got to pay bills, this, that, and the other. But the thing is, what we was really speaking about with it is, like, I feel like, this is me. This is my belief. I feel like it's the greatest lie ever sold. And I feel like if you take it from a child's mindset, like for most people, not everybody, but for many people, when the first time they see a globe is in a school, and most of us, when we become adults, we realize what other lies we learned at school. So my thing is, I feel like, because to believe that, you have to disbelieve your own senses. And if I can make you believe something that I told you without you being able to prove it to yourself at all, I just told you. And years of telling you, I can make you believe anything. And that's the position I think we in. They can make us believe anything because they're going around the sun 447,000 miles per hour, while the sun is shooting through infinite space at over 1 million miles per hour. Then if that's what we've been taught and we ain't doing that, then I think the real reason is it will make a lot of people question everything. What am I doing any of this shit for? So, I mean, like I said, flat is not so much you speaking flat literal. We speaking flat like a sphere, because a lot of people say the earth is round, a plate is round, a CD is round, it's also flat. So just saying it's round don't sit a deal. And I mean, like I said, the hills part, I mean, what about the salt flats that go for 100 miles of straight flatness?
I've seen them.
How is that possible when there's a certain amount of curvature per every square mile based on their science? See, all I'm saying, I just peep out how their science contradicts them. That's what get me. Like, all y'all shit should add, like they say, if men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Then if it's 8 inches of curvature per square mile by the diameter of the earth, that should be everywhere. It should be everywhere. Simple and plain. So, like, and then when you bring that up, they got a different reason. Well, this, that. I'm just saying, though, I'm a literal person, yo. If this what you said, that's what it should be. If it ain't what you said, then I got to question everything you said.
Didn't they have footage of a person taking a large camera and zooming all the way across and just showing that you can see the coast from here?
Well, I know one thing that happened that's big to me because it's in Chicago, but in Chicago, when you look at the lake, it's another city across the lake that it shouldn't be. If we was going off curvature, you shouldn't be able to see it.
I've seen it. They say that it's a mirage. They say it's a reflection
right. They tried to say it was
water.
a mirage because it popped up on the news. So the news tried to, no, that's a mirage. That's a mirage. Then somebody went out and did their own independent experiment with their own boat and their own cameras.
That's what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was looking at. And he took the camera and watched the boat go. The mast never dropped beyond the horizon. It went straight. And then he was like, okay, if something with the city, it shouldn't, once I zoom in at a certain spot, it shouldn't be seen. He kept zooming, it kept being seen. So he kind of like, to me, he debunked that shit.
Guy with the books. What branch of the military was you in again?
Army.
Thank you for your service, brother.
Are you familiar with just Navy? Just from you being in the service, are you familiar with some Navy people in?
Oh yeah.
All right, so let me ask you.
A lot of missions with them.
Think about this, bro. Now, and this was said from a Navy weapons specialist. You know how we used to play. We used to have battleship, where it's the grid and you got the screen in between you and the other person, and you sank my battleship if you put the joint in the right thing. Now they have what's called weapons, like they're late, like when they see another boat and basically aiming at another boat. It's called a rail. It's called like they use this thing called the rail gun. Now this ain't all the thing, but they saying in the way that they even look, it only sends out a laser in a direct. Lasers don't curve, bro. Lasers don't curve. And they said they can see shit hundreds of miles away, yo. They can detect shit hundreds. How is that possible if we got curvature? And like if we can watch a boat and it goes over the horizon and disappears, then how can they be aiming at boats that's hundreds of miles away unless it's a plane?
You see that comment?
Like I said, it's just some things that, like, even a survey, when you survey land, when they survey land, bro, yes, it is different grades in the level of the land, but man, yo, we dealing with a lot of things that just deal with linear. It's linear. It just deal with a line, yo. It just be weird. It's a lot of stuff be weird, yo. A lot of stuff be weird. There's a lot of experiments people have done that they got on video, yo. On one side of a lake, like that's big ass shit. One side of a lake, on another side of a lake, put a camera at a certain distance above the surface, and then put a camera on the other side of above the surface. Like I said, we're talking about 8 inches of curvature per square mile. So even in 10 miles, we're talking about a big enough difference to recognize something.
Right.
I'm just saying, bro, like they science don't add up. That's all I'm saying.
Makes sense.
Hold on, not to cut you off. I want to give a shout out to Root Tribes. You looking for better health? You want to goddamn stop going to the doctor? You know what I'm saying? Discreetness. You want to get rid of some of that mucus in your throat? Get at Root Tribes. That's ROOTTRIBEZ, not S, Z, because niggas like to spell they shit a little different. You know what I'm talking about? So get at Root Tribes if you need anything. If you need something, learn something. Mega got a couple classes he can teach you. He can let you know about guns, gun safety, and all that. Get with Mega Guns. Hey, special announcement. PurpleDurag.com will be popping soon. I gotta stop bullshitting and get to my brother's house, but I will. But hey, PurpleDurag.com will be popping soon. Not to cut y'all off. I had to shout out the sponsors, man. Had to shout out the sponsors, man. Oh yeah, and real quick, man. Me, Kara, Lexington, man, on Facebook, man. They did this hat for me, man. Her and her mama. Hold on, put this off real quick. Y'all can still hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, yeah. Look, yeah. See, they made it like
Right.
this. You know what I mean? But I like it like this. You know what I'm saying? So, look, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her and her family. You feel me? I know that's like he got his old lady hat on. Yeah, this mine.
Nigga look like Pinky from Friday.
Purple, nigga.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know. Shout out to my family, man, to keep things going, man. Y'all already know what's going on. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Late for Breakfast, episode 1E1 or 11, or how you want to call it. The Lab Vision, man. Yeah, my bad, Books.
You good? So I'm gonna go ahead and toss this up on the screen for everybody. So, Purple Durag, you were saying that you wanted to show the people something with human anatomy, right?
Man, I ain't say nothing about that. What you say? What I was gonna show? I forgot. Huh? You know I forgot. What I say?
Yeah,
that was in the note. That was in the notes. You was gonna say something about that. You remember?
What about? Yeah, about tell everybody how the human body works.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. It was something behind it though. The reason why you're doing the anatomy. So we ain't gonna just flow off the body just real quick. If we ain't just gonna free, we're gonna be like, cause hold on, man. Cause I know you went in the note. And Okay. We talking about the way the human body works, just like a computer.
Absolutely. So when we look at the human body, we got spirit, mind, and body. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're not able to see spirit. We're technically not even able to see mind, but we're able to see body. But what we do know about the human body is it's got a central nervous system, and that central nervous system is ultimately controlling much of the body. It's also providing us with the ability to feel, the ability to sense. These are all super important abilities. We're able to see using the eyes, as you guys can see. We eat using the mouth. We smell using the nose. And as we consume through the mouth, it goes down the esophagus into the stomach. The food is broken down in the stomach. And it's also with certain help from the liver, it is processed in the intestinal tract. In the intestinal tract, we got villi. Those villi are sucking nutrients into the bloodstream. And this is how we get oxygen. Well, not oxygen, but this is how we get this is how we get the nutrients moving throughout the body. That kind of becomes the new building blocks of the body, right? So human body becomes very important in that, in its self-regulating way to make all of this happen in the assimilation processes. Now, the funny thing about computers is even though it doesn't have its own controller, it works very similar, right? And I'm trying to think of what those things are called, like the computer chips. When you look at them, they look very similar to cities. Right. When you look at cities look very similar to the human body
on the board,
as far as how they're put together. We can look at the world socioeconomic stage and make this make sense, right? So when we look at the world as we know it today, Vatican City could be looked at like the pineal gland or the main brain of the world's socioeconomic structure. Maybe Israel is the heart. Maybe Great Britain is the blood flow. United States of America is the muscle, right? So what we've seen is man start to get an understanding of how God works, and then man created their own universe in their own image.
You do know they said the CPU of the computer was based off the human brain, the central processing unit of a computer. I really think they made more things based off God's creations. You know what I'm saying? Like how we say a city look like a computer chip, like a city. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they going off of God. Like, like even if you think like when you show the body like that with the internals and all of that, how you got the veins. I mean, to me, it's not too much different than a combustion engine with the valves and the, you know what I'm saying, fluids going this way, fluids going that way, this pumping that, like our heart is the piston. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I appreciate you bringing that up, Mega, because I apologize for cutting your wisdom,
no,
but
you good,
I want to quickly add this. That's what Dr. Sebi used to do. So it's like really profound that you brought that up as an example. Before Dr. Sebi helped helping people heal throughout the world, he was a steam engineer, right? And that's part of what his job was to clear the pipes. If the pipes had some problems, to clear the pipes. Well, the human body's got a whole lot of pipes. They're much smaller, but we still use the same principles to clear the pipes.
And that goes back to my thought on like everything is one. That's how I look at it. Like when you get a car, that car damn near go through shit like you when you going through shit. I would never talk to a girl that don't have a nice car. Like she can keep it clean herself. Like it's insane to me. Same with your room. You feel me? Same with your house. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit means something. Like it means something in your brain. And some people work better under chaos, and I understand that too. Am I coming in like lagged out a little bit?
No, you good.
A little bit. As far as the video, your voice cool, but the video was choppy a little second.
Okay. Let me turn down this resolution a little bit.
Mega, you was saying something. I cut your wisdom.
Oh nah, I was really finished. I was just saying how like the heart depends. I mean, it's like, bro, they looked at the human body and realized how to make some of this shit for real, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God is the creator, and everybody don't got the creator gene in them that's out here. That's just being honest. But those who don't, they do more controlling of the creatives than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it. It's the balance. It's the balance. Like, I can't create shit, so I'm gonna control shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna control creation.
Hey, and that's how a lot of people think anyway. That's like a human vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's no different than somebody who robbed somebody. I can't get my own money, so I'm gonna take it from a nigga who is getting it.
I'm gonna put it to even a person that goes out and know that they can start a business. They got to go. They got to do so. Well, they got to do so, the know-how, but they just don't got the fuck it. Let me go try this. They don't have the confidence in it. But so they go and get a job and they let a person tell them, well, you got to show up here at 8:00. You got to leave at 5. You get an hour of lunch. And this person might even know that he can make what he make in a week in 4 hours, but still chooses to be up under that system. That's the same thing, bro. I'm telling you. That's the same thing. Everything has a control, an alt, and a delete button on it. Because you can control your own self, or you can let somebody control you. You can alter the way that you think, or you can let somebody else alter the way you think. And you can delete the person that you created and build a new one. Or you can let them delete you completely and just follow in line. It's all the same. Right,
that's dope right there. The control or delete. I like that. You
know that was freestyle too, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Hey, but listen, again, I appreciate y'all showing up for me every Tuesday for y'all selves, even, man. Talk y'all shit, man. we be having a lot of things to talk about as adults that we might not feel comfortable talking with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we have a space where we can come and just talk our shit. You know what I'm saying? We can, and we ain't really being disrespectful to nobody. We're just talking to learn. You know, we talking to learn and learn somebody. And that's what's important to me, because I don't really have, you know, I don't have nobody. I ain't gonna say I don't have nobody to listen to build up with, but it's rare to actually find somebody to build up with shit that most others would call weird. You know, I enjoyed conversations when I was in college, getting smoked out off some meds and talking about stupid shit. You know what I mean? And really, this feels like it is not stupid now. This is like the cool shit. Shout out to Bev, still here with the grandkids, man. Bev a soldier, man. But like, this is a spot where you can come and talk about what they say the weird shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all gravy. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to talk about the unusual. But this is what they are talking about, man. This is what people are talking. This is awareness. This is what open your pineal gland. This what type of conversations that make you think. You know what I'm saying? We all watch 0 Day. You know what I'm saying? What's y'all takes on that 0 Day thing, man? You know,
it's a good show. You know, I think this is a good way for De Niro to close it out. I mean, he might still do some more acting work, but when it comes down to the storyline, I think that what we watched was a cookie cutter version of what I've been explaining about what's about to happen while Uranus is in Gemini.
I never seen
That's what I've been. That's what the moment I watched it, I was like, I hit you up like, y'all, you gotta watch this shit. We've been talking about this shit all the time, and that's the type of shit they do. They throw that shit in your face, and you don't smell it. They was throwing that COVID shit in our face. Hey, get ready. We chilling. Trump throwing that money, we chilling. Everything closed but the liquor store. Think about it.
I know, right?
Think about it. You ain't gotta make me big. Yeah, think about that. Everything was closed but the liquor store. You can barely buy a pizza out that bitch, boy.
Yeah, that is true.
This next time, the liquor store will be closed too.
They're gonna really try and turn people up. And people can't hide their vices, man. People get dangerous when they can't hide their vices, man.
That last but the liquor gonna be detrimental.
Commandante, what up, bro?
Yo, Commandante, shout out to him. Yeah, that is a fact. It's the feds. They got the ATF office right next to it on Mercury. Motherfuckers don't even be knowing. The ATF little baby headquarters is right there. And y'all niggas be right outside talking all y'all big shit right outside their office. Come on, man. It's a government building, literally. That whole block nothing but government. They got a whole radio station right there. All that shit. Man, come on, man. Y'all got to put 1-1s together, man. Because listen, it's simple. They got the DMV connected right there. I ain't gonna. I'm a stretching to say, oh, that shit right there, the radio station. Ain't nobody listening to that shit. I don't never see nothing but 1 or 2 cars, even though it don't take too many people to run a radio station, y'all. But I'm just saying, like, I lived here a long time, long enough. I haven't seen 5 cars in that parking lot. They ain't even had a celebration for being open for XYZ many years. You understand? City ain't never gave these niggas no flowers or nothing for spending so much money on taxes. That's insane. You know what I'm saying? So that shit's connected. When you go to the motherfucking liquor store over there with the ATF building on it, shut the fuck up. Get your liquor, go home.
Yeah.
get your liquor, and go home. I'm telling you. Y'all sit there like motherfucker. I actually seen motherfuckers sit there. They be out the car talking loud as hell. Everybody in your business, but you got the wrong motherfuckers in your business.
Mm-hmm.
You got the alphabet boys in your shit. For the young niggas that don't know, I'm about to say, for the young niggas, these were the alphabet boys back in my day.
I know, right? Yeah,
they're kicking dope.
Yeah, they had to switch that up. Now the alphabet boys is the
whole
Letterman group.
Yes, it's a whole nother level. And listen, all that shit changed within like they say in 20 years they could change the thought process, and only if a motherfucker was paying attention to what the fuck been going on would see how niggas whole thought process went. And then especially with how these females be coming out about them down low ass niggas, how they be putting y'all niggas out there. That show the thought process change. I don't know what made y'all want to do all that. That ain't right. That ain't. But whatever you want to do is cool. I ain't against what you do. If I had a child that was happening to become a part of that group, I ain't gonna love my child no less. I'm gonna support my child, of course. That's my child. But I voice my opinion in my household. I don't give a fuck what nobody think about it. You know what I'm saying? And I just say it ain't right to like, if you like, I tell my kids that if you can't make a baby with it, it ain't cool. You ain't gonna cook no motherfucking steak with ice. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't like show me a nigga cook a steak with ice. Please. I bet you $1 million, motherfucker million. I need a whole billion. Bring me my bread. Me and my guys gonna be straight. This next time y'all see us live, it's gonna be lights and helicopters and shit. We're gonna look like Cash Money in the 99 and 2000 in this bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Show me a motherfucker that can cook a steak with an ice. No, and Doc, no, I ain't gonna stop smoking. No, Doc can't. The Doc can't. Well, not Doc, but what's that? Malik. Hey, I can't, bro. I done told myself to stop smoking, and it ain't happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my doctor, I see my doctor smoking, so shit. Why the fuck I'm gonna stop smoking? My doctor smoking. My goddamn gonna doctor smoke. Me and my doctor gonna smoke out. My doctor rolled a J this long the other day. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. My doctor rolled a J this goddamn long the other day, bro. I'm something. I said, boy, that's too much goddamn weed for me.
Crazy.
What the fuck you rolling all that weed for, bro? What you thinking about over there, bro?
Make you remember.
Yeah, I said you be having them like Lennox. You be having them looking like Lennox, man.
Yeah, I called them just the ox.
When I come over there, bro, we ain't even got to roll in that beard, bro. You know, that call this a middle finger, man.
Middle finger.
Yeah, this is a little middle finger, you know what I'm saying? A little yeah. That ain't even a little pinky today. That's why I rolling small doing this, because you know I want to keep continuously smoking, you know. So y'all see me fumbling around and shit and doing shit like this, you know what I mean? I ain't crazy. Stop playing. Go stop making me big, man. You making me show out. Man. But what else we had to talk about? We only put 2 topics on the jump, man, because we were so interested in what really was going on. Back on the body in the computer in cities, we all have a beat, a heartbeat. We all have a thriving spot. Even in the country, you can go to a shopping center and that bitch would be pumping. You'd be like, where all these goddamn people come from? That's the heart of the city. You know what I'm saying? We all got a soul. We all got a motherboard that can control everything out here. We all got workers. Those are your hands and your feet. You know what I'm saying? And we all got a motherfucking creation stick or creation hole. You feel me? Now, choose what you need to do to make sure that your creation hole or your creation stick do the right thing. But like we be talking about on this podcast, what is right, what is wrong? It's all about how you feel about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what my right is, I ain't trying to argue with nobody about nothing. Your right is right. You right. You ever argue with a nigga like, all right, bro, god damn, bro, you straight, bro, you right. Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, let's agree to disagree. That's why we brought this late for breakfast shit, because motherfuckers be late to breakfast. It's some niggas that don't even like breakfast. You know what I'm saying? And I really break my fast with a blunt. Every morning. I don't eat shit until about 11, 12 o'clock every day. I break my fast with a blunt and a bottle of water. Maybe, in fact, 2 bottles of water, because you know that bottle of water during the night, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just running my mouth right now. If y'all missed the motherfucking episodes out, man, y'all gotta check us out, man, on cbtco.tv. We on the .com too, so that's a whole website. You can see all 21 of us right now. All 21 episodes. Shout out to FHTII.com. Go ahead, man. Check it out. That's where you can find my root charts and all that other stuff, and consultations, and put build your website, financial help, whatever the fuck. Well, they ain't gonna give you no money now, but he might be able to put you on some game now. Tell you about your trust, and, you know, put you and tell you the difference about trust and how much money to start off with, what you can, what you cannot. But look, I'm your boy Purple Do-Rag. That's my brother Thank Mega. My guy Books. You know, it's almost to that fishing hour. He done disappear. He probably gonna roll one of them goddamn you remember the little ball bats you used to get when you go to the ball game back in the day? Yeah. That nigga be rolling. That nigga be rolling little ball bats for real, Jet. For real. So shout out to Mega, man. Thank Mega. Big Mega talking this motherfucker.
My bad. I was late this episode, John, because you know, timing got thrown off. You know, I thought I was gonna finish something that I was started earlier, but it took on a few more minutes.
You 100%. That's why you late for breakfast, man. That's why you part of the cast, brother. That's why we love you over here. Look at the comments jumping. You got we got Beverly, day one that's up in here. I remember Commandante coming in here a couple times. Shout out to him, man. I appreciate everybody on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and everywhere that my guy in the book put us up. You did?
Yeah.
Anything you got to say, Mega, because you came in late. So, I need some Mega talk, man. I need some Mega talk before we go, brother.
Yo, what up, is Lord?
Peace.
I mean, you know, it was something you said earlier that made me think about it. Think about a bar, like when we was talking about, like, you know, ain't no right, ain't no wrong. You know, somebody was right for somebody, is right for them, is wrong for them, is wrong for them.
Right.
It made me think of a bar I said, and it's like, it's not, you know, totally going like with what you said, but it just make you think. And it's like, everybody's searching for heaven while inhaling. Think about it. Think about it. For real.
And that's food for thought for your ass. And guess what? You late for breakfast, man. Episode 181, The Lab Theory. And I'm super duper hype in here, man. Y'all have a blessed night, man. Check out my outro, man.
Oh yeah. I missed the intro today too.
Yeah.